This is the Beyond the Box dumbbell workout. Before you get into the workout, check out the Instagram post for the warm-up. Want to make sure you're getting ready for the workout, but increasing your heart rate, increasing your body temperature, and you're starting to swell a little bit before you get into it. For today's strength portion, we are going to be building up to a heavy 2 reps in the dumbbell squat. If you don't have a lot of weight available to you, then rather than focusing on adding weight, let's focus on adding time. So work on adding negative tempo to the down portion of the dumbbell squat. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. We have 5 sets to get to that heavy 2 reps today. The dumbbell squat is going to be holding the dumbbells out in front of the shoulders in a front rack position. So to get the dumbbells up to my shoulders, I need to pick them up and drop them up to my shoulders or clean or swing them. So if I'm going to clean them, dump them to my shoulders, stand up, nice shoulder width stance, take a big breath, and brace and hold that tension as you go down, nice and slow, and then stand up. You want to be able to go as deep as you can manage, so while maintaining good form. So I want to keep my chest up and keep my elbows pointing out in front of me as much as I can as I go down. So send the hips back just a little bit, and then from this position, I'm just going to go my heels, aim for my hips to go right between my heels while maintaining an upright chest. If I get to a position where I'm rounding forward or falling forward, my elbows are pointing down to the ground, then just don't go that low. Find that threshold that you can maintain this position and stand up out of it. If you don't have a whole lot of weight and you're working on tempo, you can start with going 3 seconds down. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 2 in the bottom and then stand up. If you want to make it more difficult, add more time. So go down slower and slower and slower, slower. Add more of a pause at the bottom position, holding these positions, and then stand up out of the bottom. So 2 ways that we can make the movement more difficult. We can add more weight, so increase the intensity with weight, or we can increase the intensity of the movement by adding tempo or more time under tension. Or we can change the reps. So instead of, if we can't add weight, then do more work with the weight you have. So work toward, if you have whatever you have available to you, work to a heavy volume, or find the reps where the last 2 or 3 repetitions in each set are more difficult, more challenging. Where you may find that you're starting to get towards a failed rep. Now, we don't want to hit a failed rep, but we want to get close. That's the idea of the stimulus there. When you're done the strength portion, move on to the Metcon. We have a 4-time workout. It is 50 burpees and 50 pistols or single leg squats. The standard for the burpee is chest and thighs touch the ground and then back to a standing position, right? So standing nice and tall, fully extended. I'm going to go down to the ground, hands on the floor, jump my feet back, chest, thighs touch the ground. I'm going to press up, jump my feet forward, nice flat feet, stand up, and then a little bit of a hop and clap to get that full extension. My eyes are up, looking forward. I'm not looking down at the ground. I want to make sure that we're staying nice and tall. Squeeze the hips, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward, and get into that full extension piece here. Once you're done your 50 burpees, 1 rep at a time, try not to go out too fast. Find a tempo or a speed that works for you, where you feel the rhythm and you feel good with your pace. If you need to scale that, you can scale it to a no push-up burpee. So just hitting a nice solid plank position and then jumping feet back. Everything else the same. Or we can just work, you don't have to jump out the top. We can do a down up where we go down and we simply stand up instead of a jump up, just still working towards that full extension. You can do the same thing with the half burpee. We can step back, we can step up. A couple of ways we can do the burpees there. Once you're done your 50 burpees, you're going to go into your 50 single leg squats or pistols. So if you can do a pistol without a box, without support, you want to try and get that hip below the knee. So if I can do without it, stand up. We're going to alternate legs. So we'll do 25 on one leg and 25 on the other. Try not to let that front foot hit the ground. If you need to, you can use a support. So I can use a support here to just help me with my balance. Go down and then stand up out of that. If you need to, you can use a box or a bench or a seat. So you can do single leg sit to stands. We can challenge the weight by lowering it to a lower position. Find what works for you. So to recap, we have 1 time through, 50 burpees, and then 50 single leg squats or 50 pistols. If you can't get down to the bottom, to do a full pistol, but you find that the single leg squat to stands or sit to stands are too easy, feel free to grab a weight and load that up a little bit. And now we can hold like a goblet, or you can hold like the front rack position like we did for the strength portion, and you can do weighted pistols or weighted single leg squats if you're kind of caught in the middle there. And if you want to just make it a little more difficult, you find it too easy, then you grab some weight, load it up a little bit, but make sure you're moving well. Get after it and have fun.